Yeah, distressing stuff, this, I guess. I guess important to remember as well, as the PM pointed out, hundreds of thousands have actually made it home. I guess New South Wales alone is taking 3,000 a week. You extrapolate that over a year, you get 150,000 people, but plenty more who want to get home. And certainly one of the shortcomings, and we've seen many in federalism in the past year dealing with this COVID response, is that the feds have allowed to have the states have the running and set caps on quarantine. That's one of the concerns. One of the other concerns are these massive aircraft fares. Let's listen to the opposition's spokeswoman Katy Gallagher talk about how she believes the federal government's pushing too much of this on the states.
There's a lot of, oh, it's all the states' fault, you know, they've got the caps on, they've got the quarantine constraints, and there isn't any sense that the Prime Minister, who made a promise that he'd be getting Australians home by Christmas, that he has sort of taken charge of this and put in place any kind of national response. It's all being led by the states and territories, and any fault is being laid at their feet. And Jane Halton made a number of recommendations about establishing, you know, particular zones, looking at a national facility, looking at enhancing the national capacity as opposed to just forcing all the states and territories to look at what more they can do. We accept they're doing a lot and we have to keep Australians safe, but we've got 36,000 Australians wanting to get home, desperate to get home. The Jeffries family been trying to get home for the best part of 8 months, you know, costing them $50,000, potentially losing jobs, trying to pay mortgages. I mean, these people have rights too.
And look, there'll be no solution to this until premiers get past their elimination policies, I have to say, and until these quarantine facilities go more remote. Good to see Howard Springs to be expanded to 2,000 a month, but that's not what New South Wales is taking in the middle of Sydney, 3,000 a week, is it? And it's not going to get you 30,000 home in a hurry. So there needs to be a heavier concentration by the National Cabinet on this. I think that parliamentary committee today, the COVID committee Katy Gallagher's on, heard some heartrending testimony from those trying to get home, people spending tens of thousands of dollars and then their flights are cancelled. Sounds pretty horrific. One of those families was this Jeffries family who currently live in Canada.
This constant uncertainty for such an extended period has taken its toll on our mental health. We've grown increasingly angry and frustrated at the Australian government's unwillingness to implement safe alternatives that would allow us to return home. At last count, there were 132 passengers booked on our Qatar to Perth flight on December 19th, and we are fully expecting to be notified that we won't be on it once again.